What's Lilia's ethnicity? She is, let's see, she's 25% Puerto Rican, 25% Mexican, and then 50% white, me. Why do you think you got pregnant while on birth control? I have no idea. I'm pretty sure I was just part of the percent that it failed for, because I took it at 10:30 every single day. A lot of people told me it might have had to do with stopping breastfeeding, because I guess breastfeeding, when you stop breastfeeding, it increases your fertility. So maybe that has something to do with it, because it was just about a month after I stopped breastfeeding. So that could very well be what it was. I don't really know. Did you ever have any postpartum depression? No, I did not. Breastfeeding is supposed to help with that. How are you liking your new home? I love it. I love being on my own. It is so, I mean, it's a little bit stressful money-wise, but it's worth it. In my situation, I think it's worth it. Could you do, like, a guess the name? Yes, I already said I was going to do that. How did Drake's parents react to the big news? They were shocked, and his mom got over it quickly because she was excited, and his dad was shocked at first, a little disappointed, and then now they're getting used to it. They're warming up to the idea. Did you use a birth control pill for 3 weeks every month? I guess. I mean, it was, you take a pill every single day, but then the week you're on your period, it's like the sugar pills. So the ones with hormones was only for 3 weeks, but then the ones without the hormones was for a week. So I mean kind of. How is Lilia's and Gabe's relationship? I don't really know. It's good as far as I know. I don't know. He never talks about it. Do you think you and Drake will stay together even though you have not been together as long as you and Gabe were? Yes, I do. Like I said, they're completely different people. If Lilia gets pregnant as a teen, how would you react besides the obvious of being supportive? I would be very disappointed. Of course, I'm going to take several precautions for her to hopefully not for that to happen. And I mean, in the end, I would be supportive, but up to that point, I'd be disappointed. What shampoo do you use? Weird question, but your hair always looks really shiny and healthy. It might look shiny and healthy, but it's not. I guess it's kind of healthy right now, but most of the time I use Pantene. It kind of just depends what I got at the time. Sometimes I use Dove. Pantene's my favorite though, I think. Do you plan to continue painting your hair during pregnancy? I'm going to talk with my doctor, and I'm going to talk with my hairstylist. Do you think of the future? Like, what will you say when Lilia asks... Wait, what will you say to Lilia when she asks why her brother or sister has a different dad? I mean, there's not really going to be a point where she just she just realizes it, because she's going to grow up with it my whole life. I don't know. I grew up the same way. My parents divorced when I was 4 or 5, so I just kind of always knew, and maybe my mom just did a good job of explaining to it, but I'm always going to make very clear how they're different dads because of different reasons, and of course I'm not going to get into why the reasons are, but I don't know. What would Lilia call Drake? We were thinking about, we've had, like, this is a controversy for a lot of people I know, and in our personal situation, I have always called, like, my real dad, my biological dad, I call him Papa. I always have. My stepdad, I call him Dad. I always have. And the reason I called him Dad was because his children, I would hear them running around. Like I said, I was only 4. His children would go around calling him Dad, so I just started calling him Dad. So we were just calling him Drake, but now there's going to be 2 babies here that are going to be calling him Dad. So and we're planning on getting married, so I think we're going to go ahead and do the dad thing. We're going to have Lilia call Drake Dad. Do you think after the years she will understand your choices? I'm sure she will eventually. What happened between you and Gabe? Why did you guys split? That's kind of personal. Situations happened. We didn't have the same ideas for our life path, I guess you could say. I don't really want to get into it. It was just, he was making decisions that weren't good, and I'll leave it at that. How is Lilia doing with speech development? She's doing really good. She says all kinds of things. I can't even name them all. She says, like, ball is her #1 thing. She says mama. She says mama for grandma, and she says She says dad. She says mom. She says dog. She tries to say dance, and she'll dance if you tell her to dance. I don't know. She says a lot of stuff. I don't know. How did your videos get so popular? I have no idea. Sorry, my nose is all pink. I keep rubbing it. I have no idea why my videos got popular. I have no idea. I just started making videos for fun, and I just wanted to document my pregnancy, and it turned into something way more, and I love every minute of it. So I have no idea why they are. I guess it's just because like I'm a teen mom, and that's kind of like really a lot of people like to watch that kind of stuff, and I try to make informational videos. So I mean, I don't really know why. Does it feel weird to have everyone watching your life? I guess in a way. I think it's really interesting, to be honest. What if teenage Lilia realizes that she likes girls? I'm not saying she will. I just want to know your position on homosexuality, and what if Lilia was a homosexual? I'm very supportive of homosexuality. I don't judge people when it comes to that kind of stuff, and if that's really what she was gonna do, then that's how she's gonna be. What would you do if you got pregnant again after baby number 2? I have no idea. I would raise the kid, I guess, but that would be insane. Do you think you will have an epidural again? If I need it, yes. What are you going to school for? Originally, I was going to school majoring in liberal studies to be a teacher, and I just recently changed my major to nursing because I want to be either a certified nurse midwife or a labor and delivery nurse. I've always wondered if the bracelet that Lilia wears has any significant meaning. No, it doesn't. We just thought it was really cute, and we bought it from Once Upon a Child. It's like made of certain metals and stuff so that it can't break. I know a lot of people have been asking me about that, but it's made of like metal and stuff, and the beads around it, like it's like impossible to break. So it doesn't really mean anything. It's just, I just thought it was cute. And originally my Aunt Marcy got her one, and that was the one that she wore when she was a newborn, and then she grew out of that one, and so we bought her another one from Once Upon a Child. Do you like being pregnant? Yes, I do. What's the best part about it? Feeling the movement. Are the names you chose the same ones as you said you liked when you and Drake were answering the questions on his YouTube channel? Those are 2 of the names that we had picked out. However, our 2 main names are not either of those names. So like if we have a boy and a girl, it's probably not going to be, I know the boy name has changed for sure, and the other name, it is in the running. Like if we have 2 girls, that will be one of the names, but I'm gonna have you guys guess the other name that we have picked out. So yeah, you can't go cheat and do that. I was wondering if you still have an address that we can send stuff for you. Yes, it's on my channel page. Is there anything you need in particular? No, thank you for asking though. Are you planning on getting a tattoo of Lilia in the new baby? Probably not. Are there any YouTube mommies that you look up to and inspire you to do something that they do? Lucy XXX Joel XXX is one of the main reasons that I breastfed, and one of the main reasons I was looking into cloth diapering. So she has a lot of impact on what I do. What's the difference between yours and Drake's relationship compared to your relationship with Gabe? It's just different. Like when you're with a different person, you're with different people. I don't really know how to explain that further. It's just different. In my opinion, it's better because I feel like we have a healthier relationship than I did with Gabe. But it's just different. Why are you and your family so awesome? I don't know. I don't know. Do you have any concerns with this pregnancy, such as miscarriage? Of course, that always runs in the back of my mind. I know that like the first 12 weeks have a higher chance of miscarriage, and I just try to stay positive, and I do everything that I can to make sure that's a healthy pregnancy. And I know that if something, God forbid, if I did have a miscarriage, it would be for the best, because it means that something wasn't developing right in the child and that they wouldn't have survived outside of the womb. So I mean, I pray to God that that doesn't happen, but I mean, I don't know, I just try to do my best for that not to happen. Does giving birth really hurt? Yes. How did you meet Drake, and what did you like most about him? That's a fun question. I met him my freshman year of high school in my English class. We sat next to each other our freshman year, and we were really good friends. And then I was dating Gabe, and I left the school that I was at my freshman year. I left to go to a different school, which was the school that Gabe was at. So I left one school and I went to the other school for Gabe, and I do regret that. But after Gabe and I broke up, I actually found Drake on Facebook, and he messaged me he IM'd me on Facebook, and he was like, hey, I haven't talked to you in so long. He's like, I saw you at the mall the other day with the stroller. You have a kid now? And I was like, yeah. So we just like started texting each other, and then he came over and we would just hang out together, and he would hang out with me and Lilia. And I don't know what it is that I like most about him. He's just really charming, which can get you in trouble sometimes, but I don't know. I liked how real he was, I guess. And I loved how open he was to me having a kid. What's my natural hair color? It is red, or strawberry blonde. You can kind of see it. It's not really coming in yet, but strawberry blonde. Are you still planning on lifting Lilia now that you're pregnant? While I can, yeah. Does Drake help with house chores? Yeah, he's actually super, like, he's like a perfectionist and a neat freak, so he's like always cleaning stuff, and he has to actually like bug me to do some cleaning. But I mostly do all the dishes because we don't have a dishwasher, which sucks. But I mostly do all the dishes, but he'll pick up and he'll vacuum and he'll do all kinds of stuff. Before you got pregnant with Lilia, how many kids did you picture yourself having? Anywhere from 2 to 4. Are you going to homeschool or send your kids to public school? Probably send them to a public school. But I don't know. When the time gets here, I'll have to look into that more. What did you find that helped you make it through the tough times of breastfeeding? Honestly, I just loved breastfeeding. I loved every part of it. And knowing that it was the best thing for my daughter and for myself just helped a lot. Also, I had so much support in my family because pretty much everyone in my family has breastfed, so it's really all I knew. So I don't know, like I just had a lot of support, I guess, and that's what got me through all the tough times. What kind of foods do you let Lilia eat? Pretty much anything, anything like to an extent. Of course, not like nuts or peanut butter or anything. Do you dye your own hair? No. Do you plan on buying a new crib for this baby, or are you going to put Lilia in a toddler bed? We're probably going to put Lilia in a toddler bed and reuse the crib while we can. These are all the same questions. Where are you going to let the new baby sleep? I answered that. You said something before about trying to contact a TV station or doing a show or something about you. Is that still happening? Yeah, I've tried a little bit, but I don't really know where to start. Like, I need a production company and stuff like that, so let me know if you see any casting calls or anything, but I don't really know how to do it. When you were breastfeeding, what was your normal pumping schedule like? I would only pump for school, otherwise I'd just breastfeed. How did you start building a supply? Any tips for pumping? A supply of expressed milk, I would just pump. A lot of the things that people told me was while you're breastfeeding to pump the other side, since your letdown is already going anyway. Tips for pumping: try to think about your baby. It'll help your letdown. Are you planning on potty training Lilia before the new baby arrives? I will try, but I honestly think she's gonna be too young. When's Lilia's, yours, and Drake's birthday? Lilia's birthday is June 18th, 2010. My birthday is March 7th, 1992. And Drake's birthday is June 21st, 1991. Right? Why does Drake have Lilia tattooed on his arm? Because he wanted to get it. My tattoo says Dance the Dream. When do you plan on potty training Lilia? Probably not until she's 2. What does a contraction feel like? Like your whole stomach getting extremely hard and hurting really bad. And pushing out a baby. Feels like you're taking a huge dump. Really big. No, seriously, don't laugh if I poop.
Why?
Don't tell me.
Why?
Because I'll be mad. Well, I gotta go to school, so I'll finish this later. So, sorry I'm not even halfway through the questions. So, I'll have to, oh my god, make more later. So I'm gonna take a break, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.